Hello students, today again we are going to continue with biology chapter number 4, that is molecular basis of inheritance. Okay, in this topic in last lecture we have covered the topic genetic code and properties of a genetic code. Today we are going to study about the topic mutation and genetic code. That means how mutation and genetic code are interconnected to each other. How does mutation and genetic code depend on each other? Okay, genetic code we have already studied. The combination of three codons, three nitrogen bases together forms the codon, and that is called as a genetic code. Now let us study about mutation and how they are interconnected with each other. When I say mutation, you have to just simply remember one word, that is sudden change. Mutation means sudden change. In a proper way, in a definition format, we can say mutation is a phenomenon in which sudden change in the DNA sequence takes place. Okay, mutation is a phenomenon in which sudden change in the DNA sequence takes place. When there is a change in the DNA sequence, it results in the change of genotype of an organism. That means genetic character. Okay, character changes of an organism. Okay, when there is a change in the genetic material, it changes the DNA code. And when there is a change in the DNA code, that is DNA sequence, it results in the change of genotype of an organism. In other words, we can say that a mutation is a permanent change in the DNA sequence of a gene. When I say the change in the DNA sequence, it results in the change of amino acid sequence. And when there is a change in the amino acid sequence, it results in the change of protein synthesis, proteins that are encoded by the genes. That means the mutation is related to protein synthesis. If there is a change in the DNA sequence, it will result in the change of amino acid sequence. And if there is a change in amino acid sequence, there is a change in the protein that are encoded by the genes. Okay, we can also say that mutation is a raw material for evolution. Okay, we can say that mutation is a raw material for evolution, and that results in variations. Okay, if we did not have mutation, then we would have all be the same. Okay, we would have been same. Any change in the environment would be deleterious to all the members of the population equally. Okay, but if mutation does exist and it is supported by comparison or related organism, then it results in the changes of organism and it causes variations. Okay, that means all the variations. Mutations are the major source of genetic variation. Because of mutation only there is variation. Okay, in population. Some variations may help them to survive better. Okay. Then, next is due to the possibility of loss. Mutation can occur by possibility of loss, that is deletion, or gain, that is insertion or duplication of a segment of DNA. When there is a loss or a gain, that is deletion, insertion or duplication of a DNA, that results in the alternation in the chromosomes. Okay, that are called as chromosomal mutation. Okay, I repeat, when there is a loss, that means deletion, or gain, that means insertion or duplication of a segment of DNA, it results in the change, or that means it results in the alternation in the chromosome. That means there is a change in the DNA segment at chromosomal level. Such type of mutation or such type of changes are called as chromosomal mutation. Okay, when I say mutation. There are two types of mutation. We will study about the types of mutation. There are two types of mutation, that is point mutation and frame shift mutation. As per your textbook, you have to study only about point mutation and frame shift mutation. Further, this point mutation is of two types, classified into two types, that is transition, transversion. And frame shift mutation are again divided into two, that is insertion and deletions. Okay, now we are going to study about this in detail, what is point mutation and what is frame shift mutation. In your textbook only these two mutation are there. You don't have to study about the types of this two mutation. Okay, so when I say point mutation, it is very simple. Point means a single point from where the mutation occurs. Okay, change of a single nucleotide. If in a normal DNA sequence there is a change in the single nucleotide, it includes the deletion, insertion or substitution of one nucleotide in a gene. Okay, change of a single nucleotide means that change can be because of deletion also, that change can be because of insertion also, or the change can be because of substitution also. Any one nucleotide can change, that is known as point mutation. Let us see an example. Point mutation, a single base change. Okay, see here, this is the normal sequence of a DNA. Here you can see this T and A. Okay, this is one of the base pair. There is a change in this base pair. See here, this T is replaced by C and A is replaced by G. T and C, both of this are pyrimidines. Okay, when the change is from pyrimidine to pyrimidine and purine to purine, then they are known as transition. And when the changes are from pyrimidine to purine or from purine to pyrimidine, then that are known as transversions. Okay, you just remember only this thing. Don't study this transition, transversion. This is not there in your syllabus. You just remember this normal sequencing. A single base change is known as a point mutation. It is also known as substitution mutation. Okay. Then an example for this substitution mutation is sickle cell anemia. Okay, sickle cell anemia. You can see here in this diagram also. Only one amino acid changes in the hemoglobin. Okay, because only one nitrogen base is going to change, so only one amino acid is going to change. The hemoglobin still functions, but it folds differently, changing the shape of the RBC. The function of hemoglobin won't change because of the change in one amino acid. So this type of mutation does not cause any major change. Okay. Next is frame shift mutation. What do you mean by frame shift mutation? In frame shift mutation, one or more base pairs are inserted or deleted, inserted in or deleted from the DNA. One or more base pairs. Frame shift mutation means one or more base pairs. What we have studied in point mutation, only one base pair, single base pair. But in frame shift mutation, the base pair varies. It may be one or many. Okay, and here they are inserted or deleted. Okay, you can see here example is given, GCAG insertion. In insertion, what is going to happen? T and A are inserted. This amino acid, this nitrogen base pair is inserted, AT. And here in deletion, this one base pair, that is AT, was there, it is deleted. Because of this, there is going to be a major change. Okay, frame shift mutation brings major change in the further process of protein synthesis. Now, how does this occur? See here. Because of insertion and deletion, by adding and deleting base pair, there is change in overall codons for the protein. The overall codons of the protein changes. It could change some or all of the amino acids in the protein. Because of the single base pair that is inserted or deleted, it causes a major change in the reading frame. Okay, depending on where the insertion and deletion happens, it changes because of the insertion and deletion from the point where the insertion has happened or from where the deletion has happened. After that, the reading frame changes from the point of insertion or deletion. Okay, insertion, I repeat, one base is inserted or removed from the DNA sequence, and this results in the codon being shifted, and because of that changes all amino acids after that point changes. Okay, insertion or deletion of one or two base changes the reading frame from point of insertion or deletion from wherever it has been inserted or deleted. From that point onwards, the whole reading frame changes. Okay. Now, insertion and deletion of 3 nitrogen bases or multiples of 3 bases results in insertion or deletion of amino acids completely, and the reading frame remains unaltered from that point onwards. Okay, when we say we are changing one nitrogen base pair or two nitrogen base pair, that is going to change the reading frame from that point onwards. But when I say if 3 nitrogen bases are inserted or 3 nitrogen bases are deleted, that means after that point the reading frame will not change, it will remain unaltered because the complete nitrogen base pair, complete codon is deleted or complete codon is inserted. So reading frame will be unaltered from that point onwards. Okay, thank you.